Hey guys, Corey here with GottaBeMobile.com, and today we're taking a look at the brand new LG G4 smartphone just announced earlier today. Now here we have the titanium silver version, and as you can see it's got this new diamond etched all plastic design. Now we do have the plastic model here, but LG, obviously the highlight of the show and announcement, along with the impressive new 16 megapixel camera, is the leather back options that will be available with the new LG G4. Now we only have the silver version here. There's also gold and black, but it does look great. It feels great in the hand. It's slightly bigger than the original LG G3 in terms of physical size, while overall we still retain the same 5.5-inch screen. But what we're going to do here is give you just a quick look at the hardware and a little bit of the software and go over some of the kind of key things here that makes the new LG G4 stand out from the rest. So we still have the buttons on the back, of course, as you can see, and the volume up and down, power button, the laser autofocus, the dual LED flash, and that new f1.8 16 megapixel camera. It's supposed to be pretty impressive. They have a new quick launch feature where you double tap volume down and it'll shoot a photo with the screen off in less than 1 second. It also has all kinds of shutter settings and more that makes this just a very capable device. But go ahead and do the usual LG tap to double tap to wake, and here we have the LG G4. We are running stock Android 5.1 Lollipop here. That is 5.1. It's not stock. Has a little bit of LG's software interface changes called the LG UX 4.0, and overall it's very smooth. It runs pretty good. It does have a new Snapdragon 808 6-core processor with 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Then of course there's a micro SD slot and a large 3000 milliamp hour battery. Being a Qualcomm device, you do have the quick charge capability, so you can get hours of battery life with just 15 to 30 minutes on the charger. But of course here we have Google Play Store, all the usuals. So just kind of give you a look at some of the software here. I've already downloaded a few apps, and so far it's a pretty impressive device here. It runs pretty smooth and is overall a rather impressive phone here. If they're going to be taking on Samsung and Apple and everyone else, are going to need that. And as you can see here, it looks pretty good. Quick swipe to clear some of those apps in the multitask button and go ahead and clear all the apps. Took a little longer than expected, but to run down everything, the new LG G4 has a 5.5-inch 2560 by 1440 Quad HD resolution display. They are calling it a new Quantum HD display. It is pretty bright, as you can see, but the G3 kind of didn't have the best viewing angles and whatnot, and while it doesn't look very good on video, it does look good in person. So, I mean, it's definitely an improvement. The Quad HD display here on 5.5 inches is a nice mix between something huge like the Nexus 6 or iPhone 6 Plus and something like the smaller 5.1-inch Galaxy S6 that was just announced. Let's go ahead and head into settings here. Into general, go down to about phone. Show you guys here software that we are indeed running Android 5.1 Lollipop. It is the latest version released by Google, which is nice because a lot of people are still waiting for that. It has a lot of those bug fixes that the initial Lollipop release came with. So it's great to see Android 5.1 out of the box. But overall here, it's really nice with the build quality. The screen is actually slightly curved. You probably can't see that on video, but this is the new ARC display and ARC design. There is a small curve to it, but it doesn't flex or bend or anything like the LG G Flex. So don't expect anything crazy with that. But they have some neat new animations for the unlock screen. But overall here, it's pretty impressive. 5.5-inch screen, 6-core processor, 32 gigs of RAM, and of course that impressive new 16 megapixel camera. So all you do is double tap twice on that back button, and it fires up the camera and took a photo that quick. Pretty impressive. Then of course there's a lot of different options. You can go in here, change some of the modes, and if you want to go into manual mode, there's a full list of options for ISO, brightness, and shutter priority, and you name it, LG has it. This camera should be one of the most capable of any Android device to date. But overall here, we're pretty impressed with the hardware and the software. We wish we got the leather. We wish there was more details about the leather. According to LG, the 6 genuine hand-stitched leather backs will be available, most likely from LG Store, and carrier availability and options will be announced later. We're looking at a late May, early June release date for the new LG G4. But overall here, this is a great phone, a lot of potential. Runs the latest version of Android, and hopefully we get this available soon for all carriers in the United States and all of those awesome new leather options. Again, there's a black, white, and silver available, as well as 6 new leather colors. We have the titanium silver here. That was just a very quick look at the brand new LG G4. Stay tuned for plenty of coverage, comparisons, and more. Thanks for watching, guys.